Episode 6. The Kraken Menace. The Balisong market is in chaos. The legendary Kraken model has become the most cloned weapon in history. The copies are so perfect that even Jedi Masters cannot distinguish them from the original. While Baliplus and Armed Shark hold their positions, a new player, Cold Blade, is emerging from the shadows. Its White Kraken promises to change the balance of power. Liv Bladon embarks on a dangerous mission to compare the newcomer with the market veteran from Baliplus and find out, is this a real breakthrough or another illusion in this endless war?
Hey everyone, in this video I want to talk about a Balisong that truly made a massive impact on the modern flipping and defined the direction of the entire market. The Kraken by Squid Industries. Its first version was released back in 2019 and since then it has become the gold standard in terms of form factor, construction, materials and design. This minimalist yet well thought out design gained worldwide recognition, especially in China, where this model became one of the most cloned ever. Today, almost every major maker has their own version of the Kraken. The One, Baliplus, Armed Shark, Yuppie, Touch Times, Titus, Blue River, and now Cold Blade. All these brands have their own strengths and weaknesses, so let's see what Cold Blade has to offer and compare it with its direct rival from Baliplus. Let's start with the packaging. Everything is standard for modern clones. A brand box, the knife itself, and various accessories, a screwdriver, extra hardware, and a shop card. We have gotten used to good service lately, but it's still something worth appreciating. I should mention that this isn't a fresh unboxing. I'm doing this symbolically for this video. I have actually had this knife for a few months now, so I had plenty of time to flip it and form a real opinion. On the other hand, my green Baliplus Kraken has been with me even longer. I really like it, this green is my favorite color, and paired with the stonewash finish it looks even better. Today you will get to see a detailed comparison of them both. The first thing you notice when you pick up the Cold Blade Kraken is this unusual white color and the strange feel of the handles. This is due to the Cerakote coating. It's a high-tech, thin film ceramic coating. It's drastically different from traditional paint or bluing because of this exceptional durability and wear resistance. Cerakote is often used on firearms, where it's proven to be very effective, and in theory it's a perfect option for Balisongs. But in practice, as always, there are some nuances. For comparison, most makers like Baliplus use classic anodizing. This colors the aluminum through the chemical reaction. It's a reliable, time-tested method that gives maker a lot of creativity freedom. Because of this coating, the Cold Blade Kraken is unique on the market. No one has offered this model in this format straight from the factory before. At the very least, it deserves attention for that. The machining is also quite good. Deep jimpings and very grippy texture. Here is how it looks next to the Baliplus surface. It's also worth noting that both brands don't shy away from using original logos on their clones. We could talk about the ethic of this for a long time, but that's a topic for a whole separate video. For now, let's just take it as it is. Now let's look at the blade quality and finish. Both knives feature a stone wash and a dark coating. You can clearly see a difference in their approach. They were obviously made in different factories. The blade on the Cold Blade has very sharp, defined contours on the bevels and the spine. However, you will notice that the rounding on the spine, the crowning, on the Baliplus is higher and more pronounced. To be honest, this is much closer to the geometry of the original Squid Industries blade. Both makers offer a false edge version and have a decent factory edge if you go for the live version. Now let's move on the most critical part for any Bali song, the tuning and the tolerances. I have used both of these knives quite actively. They haven't taken any major drops on concrete, so it's fair comparison. Look at the state of the Baliplus. After a few months it holds up very well, minimal play, and the construction stays solid. But the cold blade unfortunately performed much worse. Over time the tune just slipped and it developed noticeable play and depth. But to be completely fair with you, I want to show you a video I recorded the first day I got it out of the box. Listen to the sound. As you can see and hear, it was almost perfect at first. This leads me to the conclusion that cold blade really needs to work on their hardware quality or bushing precision, so the knife can maintain its out of the box condition for much longer. So guys, I want to be completely honest with you, so I will say this. At this stage I see much more sense in buying the Baliplus Kraken steel. It's cheaper, it's time tested, and it comes in more colors. And in my experience, it holds a tune much better. It's proven base that it just works. Right now Cold Blade looks like a maker trying to get up by purely on marketing and exclusivity. Their only real niche today is uniqueness, Cerakote coating, sapphire engraved blades, seasonal limited editions or holiday prints. These are the only things that might convince a collector or just a regular flipper to buy their knives over Baliplus. But honestly, it's better to make original designs for sure. I'm sure that they could do it if they wanted to. So people don't actually need a nice Kraken clone, especially one that costs more. Baliplus is a giant, they have way more power and resources. The moment they decide to release the same ceramic finishes or complex prints, Cold Blade won't stand a chance. So guys, I thank you for watching until the end. Let me know in the comments if you agree with my critique or maybe you see something in Cold Blade that I missed. Subscribe and I will see you in the next video.